Ladies and gentlemen, what's up and what's going down? How y'all doing today? It's Dizzy1 here bringing you another episode of NBA 2K18 Legends. My league and the trades are going down. My goodness. Here we go. John Wall, D'Angelo Russell for Stephen Curry. We also have to throw in a draft pick as well, but guys, my oh my, what a beautiful day. Let's see what we can do continuing out this draft pick player swap of epic proportions. We're going ahead and giving away Kawhi Leonard as well. I'm super sad about that, but he has not worked out well for the team. The squad can do a lot better with different players. And I got Giannis because I don't think Giannis is going to need the ball as much as Kawhi. I want the ball in Michael Jordan's hands as much as possible. That's why I got Stephen Curry. He's pretty much one of those guys who has the ball in his hands, but he's off ball a lot as well, and he can contribute in that way, unlike John Wall. So, let's see what we can do. The test subject for this new look Miami Heat is going to be none other than the Orlando Magic, the other Miami squad. The reason why we made all these trades is because of the massacre in Miami up against the Heat, but we're going up against Isiah Thomas, James Harden, Alex English, Jermaine O'Neal, and David Robinson. To continue my thought, guys, it was crazy. Tim Duncan, Jason Kidd, and Ben Wallace just knocked us out cold in that last game. It was a beatdown of epic proportions where I realized, you know what? We gotta change something. This isn't working out. Cousins, Kawhi, and John Wall are just not working out in any way, shape, or form. They're keeping the ball away from Michael Jordan way more than I want. So let's change it up. Let's see what we can do. And let us approach this trade, or these trades, in a way, in a manner, in a fashion that is helpful to us. And the first player that I wanted to get was definitely Tim Duncan, because he was the catalyst for that embarrassing defeat down in Miami. So we had to get him, and I've never used Tim Duncan before, but I want to go and just edit his name to Tim Layup. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because Tim Duncan never dunks, but I think for, you know, purpose's sake, for people to understand who he is, I'm gonna keep it at Tim Duncan instead of changing his name. Maybe Tim Fingerroll. Ew, no, never mind. I'm done with that joke. Let's move on. But I also got Wilt Chamberlain, I got Stephen Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then of course you got Tim Duncan, and then off the bench you got Adrian Sabonis and Christian Laettner. Yeah, that's pretty much the two main additions off the bench. The guys that did stay are, of course, none other than Michael Jordan. We're not going to trade Michael Jordan away from the Bulls. That just seems a little bit out there. And also Jeremy Lin, as well as Gordon Hayward. Those two guys are the main stayovers, and we are running a 9-man rotation now just because I don't feel like we have as much depth, but we have more star power. So we are running a 9-man rotation, and the gravity of Stephen Curry bringing all those players out to the perimeter leaves Wilt Chamberlain wide open for the easy layup. But we have a lot of star power now. A lot more star power, I should say, compared to previous, or at least our previous roster. Stephen Curry telling everyone to just calm down. Listen, everybody, we got this going. So we got Steph, we got Wilt, we got Tim Duncan, and we really just traded people who aren't as good, but because of the draft picks that we threw in there, we were able to make big name moves for big name players. So that's something that I was really happy about. We have no more draft picks. Maybe we might have a second round draft pick, but that's not going to get us anything else, really. So, yeah. And if we ever need to, we do have Khris Middleton, I do believe. So if we still need a shooting guard that can contribute in a way, then we have Khris Middleton. I know we got rid of Jamal Crawford, one of my favorite players of all time, but he wasn't really adding much on the offensive end just because Jeremy Lin and Gordon Hayward were demanding the ball so much. So he wasn't really needed, and he wasn't contributing any defense. So he had to go for the betterment of the team. And of course, now we also have Christian Laettner and Sabonis. So these two guys right here are going to be guys that we can really use. And I noticed that our second unit is really, really white. So I guess That's something you don't see in the NBA too often, but yeah. I mean, of course, Jeremy Lin is Asian and Stephen Curry isn't exactly white, but it's funny. It's funny. But anyways, let's get a move on right here and see what we could do. 24-20. It isn't much of a blowout, but to keep in mind, guys, we made a lot of trades, so our chemistry is actually down to 3%, which is kind of crazy that we're actually in the lead with a 3% chemistry rating. I made sure to change the system. I don't know what we're running exactly. I do think we are pick and roll orientated right now, but I think we might change that to help us out a little bit better to see what we can run. And also, we are definitely changing. We have changed the team chemistry or the team training to put chemistry number 1, because we need to get that chemistry up as soon as possible. I know it's only really the 5th or 6th game, but we need to get that up because that is going to help us out a lot, especially in terms of passing and pick and roll and defensive communications. I know we have great players, but it always helps out to have good team chemistry, so we have that option turned on in our training settings to where team chemistry is like at 50% of the training, and then everything else is down to like 3. So if you guys don't know what that means, it's pretty much so that our team chemistry goes up a lot faster compared to normal, because normally you get like 3% chemistry for every game, and I think we're going to get a lot more because we have team chemistry up in the training sessions a lot more for practices. So with that being said, let's focus in on the game right now. We are in the lead. We're doing a lot of damage to this squad right here, but David Robinson, the Admiral, knocking down a spin layup, making the defender look silly. I believe it was Wilt Chamberlain, but I don't think you can make Wilt Chamberlain look bad 2 times in a row. I don't know why Michael Jordan was on David Robinson in that one right there, but they do get the shot to fall. I believe that's Larry English getting that shot to drop over Michael Jordan's incredible defense. And now we're starting the 4th quarter, 49-41. We're pulling away, not really doing too much exactly, but hopefully we can get something to go. And Jordan, unable to get that shot to go in the basket, but the defense was real. And Isiah Thomas knocking down a 3-pointer. I honestly did want to get Isiah Thomas, guys. He's one of those guys that is really good offensively, but he's just too much of a liability on defense. I did draft Jamal Crawford, and the reason why I drafted Jamal Crawford was he was great on offense, but he is 6'5", 6'6", so he still has some defensive capabilities, because just based on his height, Isiah Thomas is 5'9", and I'm not saying that he can't be good in this league, but you need to have a defensive-minded squad surrounding him. And I know we have Michael Jordan and we had Kawhi Leonard, but I don't feel like David West and DeMarcus Cousins would be able to suit us to have Isiah Thomas on the squad. I really wanted to get him, but it didn't work out. And Stephen Curry knocking down a 3-pointer. And guys, of course, we did have to end the Created Legends series for now, but we will be doing that in the future when this series is over. I normally do one or the other, and I decided to go with both, but I realized it was more of the same, so I just gotta end it for now. And please do understand, it will be back, don't worry about that. I just want to make sure to focus on one of these series and maybe try to implement another series on the channel instead of having 2 of the exact same series with just a little bit of a difference. So with that being said, guys, we were able to get the victory. I'm so hyped, so excited. And there's Tim Duncan coming in clutch, making those big baskets and those big blocks. But with that being said, guys, David Robinson really showed out, and Alex English, not Larry English, what am I saying? But with that being said, Stephen Curry giving us a lot of firepower. Michael Jordan, though, as well, having 24 points, and Wilt Chamberlain putting in the work. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Adios.